to find out the thermal conductivity of the material. Today the topic goal is everything we are moving on only thermal conductivity of material. So thermal conductivity, conductivity of material. So it is labeled with thermal conductivity can be labeled with K. K is the thermal conductivity of the material. So how can we define this definition of the thermal conductivity means? Let me start with one small example. Let's assume I am taking one of the conducting material. Let's assume it is the substance which is having the area of cross section of the substance is like this material. I am taking the material. So the area of cross section of the material is A. A is the area of cross section of material. This is the area of cross section of the material. Now the heat is flowing from one side to other side. This the heat is flowing like this. The temperature of this side of the material is, let's assume I am taking a theta1. So some textbook they will use the T1 also, temperature T1 also they will use. So any label you can use, theta1 is there. The other side the temperature of the material is the T2, otherwise we can take it as the theta2 or T2. So the heat, how much heat is flowing from one side to other side, the how much heat is flowing from one side to other side, it depends on it depends upon the, so there are the several parameters there. The first parameter is it depends upon the heat flowing. It is directly proportional to the area of cross section of the matter. So if you have more area of cross section, then more heat can flow through this one. If you have less area of cross section, then less heat will flow through this matter or material. So that is the, now if we can use this, I am parallelly I am discussing with current also. What is meant by current? Current I is nothing but it is the charge flow rate. It is the amount of charge flowing through unit area of cross section in unit time is nothing but current. It is the Q by T. Amount of charge passing through a unit area of cross section in unit time is nothing but a charge. In a similar manner, here also we will come across this one. So we are labeling here is the charge. Let's assume here is the one of the conducting material is there. Let's assume the area of cross section of the material is like this. Through this one the charge is flowing through this one. So Q is the charge. Let's assume they are the electrons. Electrons are flowing through this conductor. That means what is the current I which is passing through the conductor I is equal to how much amount of charge is crossed in unit time is nothing but current I in unit area of cross section, that is named as the current I. In the similar manner you come across here also. So how much amount of heat current will flow? Here is the, in this current we are flowing the heat current. That means Q by T heat flow we are taking. So let's assume how much heat current will flow through this heat conductor. That means we are, here is the, I am taking electric conductor. I am taking here electric conductor. Here I am taking getting a heat conductor. It is the thermal conductor. What is meant by conductor? Which can allow the physical quantity to this one, to that material is named as the conductor. Here is the electricity is allowing this material. Here is the, in this case the thermal energy is allowing through this material. That's why I am taking the how much amount of the thermal current is passing through this matter is directly proportional to the area of cross section of the material. If the more area of cross section is there, there must be possible to more amount of thermal current can be passed through the matter. So are you getting or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that is the first experimental results we are also observing. Then the electric current which is passing through this one, this is the directly proportional to the how much amount of heat is directly proportional to the area of cross section. Then second case, if you go to the, I am comparing every time in the electric conductor and also thermal conductor, and every time I am comparing. This is the first comparison. Now I am going to the second comparison. So the electric current is directly proportional to the potential difference across the potential difference. It is the potential difference V1. Here is the potential difference is the V2. The electric current is the which is the directly proportional to the potential difference across the two terminals of the conductor. If the more potential difference is there, then more electric current will pass through the conductor. Are you getting or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So in a similar manner, who are the role play here doing the thermal current, conduct current will flowing through this material means which one can we have here? Here is the temperature T1, here is the temperature T2. That means in this one more potential energy must be in the more potential energy must be here, less potential energy must be here. From higher potential to lower potential, the electric charge is flowing. In this case, what is having here is the more temperature is here, less temperature here. The thermal current is flowing from higher temperature to lower temperature. In the similar manner, what is here? The thermal current will flow Q by T is directly proportional to the temperature difference across the two material. Temperature difference. I need to take care about this one. More temperature means more temperature where it is we are having. That is we need to take care about this one. Which one is the more temperature one? Here is the T1 is the more. Here is the more T1 minus T2, T1 minus mu T2. Higher temperature difference, higher temperature value minus lower temperature value, we can take this is the. Otherwise, if we are taking this only delta T, change in temperature. If you are taking the delta T means it is the T2 minus T1. I will use this one also. I will use after some time. Keep it in your mind. I will use this one on last step. Now K is directly proportional to this one, and also the third comparison I am going. So the electric current which is passing through the conductor is, you already very familiar, if the length of the conductor is bigger one, then the current will decreases. Current will decreases which is passing through the conductor. That means I is inversely proportional to the length of the conductor. It is the electric current. In the similar manner, if we come to here, so it is the thermal current. It is the thermal current. Q by T is it is inversely proportional to the length of the conductor. It is the length of the conductor L. Length of the conductor. Let's assume this is the length of the conductor, capital L I am taking. In some textbook they will use this value is the X also. Let's assume I am taking the X. X also I am taking. Are you getting or not? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is the value I am taking. Now what I am taking, what I am going to take means, now I am taking each and everything. If this length is a small value, I can represent with the dx value. If this length is a small value, I represent with the dx value. Then I will use this one. I am combining each and every equation. I am writing in a small each one singular equation. That is equal to the thermal current which is Q by T is directly proportional to the area of cross section of the material and the temperature difference of the material, that is equal to delta T divided by the length of the material del dx. The length of the material dx I am taking. Here delta T is nothing but the higher temperature value minus lower temperature value. Sorry, the final temperature value minus initial temperature value. Here is the T2 is equal to final temperature of the material. T1 is equal to initial temperature of the material. So are you getting or not? We are slowly moving towards to the in-depth of the topic. Please concentrate here. So if I am removing this proportionality constant, here Q by T means what does it means? Thermal current. Well, what is meant by Q? Thermal energy. So that is the value where T is equal to time. Where A is equal to area of cross section of the slab, where delta dx is equal to length of the slab, this is the one. Where delta T is equal to, it is the change in temperature, it is the temperature difference. Temperature difference means the final temperature minus initial temperature. Let me do this one. Now, if we remove this proportionality constant, we need to keep one proportionality. Proportional means we need to keep one proportionality constant. Let's assume that proportionality constant is K A into delta T. Let's assume, sorry, here I need to write a dt. Here I used a d now, that's why I need to use dt divided by dx. When once again you need to keep it in our mind, this T2 minus T1 final temperature value minus initial temperature value. See, if the heat is flowing, through a conductor, see, the heat is flowing. How the heat will flow? From temperature of the higher value to from the temperature of the lower value, heat can be flow. Are you getting or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
The heat is flowing from higher temperature value to lower temperature value, heat is flowing. So while heat is flowing, dt is equal to final temperature value minus initial temperature value. Final temperature value always will be smaller value compared to the initial temperature value. What does it mean? Means dt minus dt I am taking for represented as in negative term. What does it means? While current, electric current, the thermal current which is flowing through a conductor is indicating here negative sign, indicating that what does it means? If we are moving far away distance, see here this value dx, if you are moving far away distance, dx value, this temperature value will decreases, just this negative sign is indicating that the temperature will decreases if the dx, the length is increased. If the length is increased, the temperature value decreases. These are negative sign we are not measuring while we are performing the problem. So please keep it in mind. This is only indication, the direction of the how the temperature is decreases while we are increasing the distance of the slab. That is the very important. Now we are going to another one. If we take only in magnitude, magnitude only, then Q by T is equal to K into A into delta T dt by dx. dt by dx means change in temperature divided by per length. We already come up. Voice is breaking. One minute. For you only, for all people, please let me know.
No, sir, it's clear, sir.
It's clear, no? Okay. That is the thing. Please remember, you need to check whether you are in the perfect network area or not. Please check it once again. So now we are concentrating what about this dt by dx. We already know one of the parameter while we are moving in this one. Which one? While in the viscosity is there now. In the viscosity, we already know this the change in velocity divided by with respect to time. What is this means? This parameter is indicated. Velocity gradient. If you look this one, it is the change in temperature divided by the change in length. What does it mean, sir? Temperature gradient. Here is the dt by dx is nothing but temperature gradient. So it is the temperature gradient. Some of the problems also they will directly give the value of the temperature gradient. We need to use like this the value of the temperature gradient. That's why we need to keep it in your mind. So we need to use this one. Okay. Now see, left hand, what is meant by Q by T? Is the amount of heat current which is flowing through a conductor. So our goal is to define the thermal conductivity of the material. Here what we use the K value is nothing but thermal conductivity of the material. Here the proportionality constant K is nothing but thermal conductivity. See the conductivity of the material. So the thermal conductivity of the material, how can we define this thermal conductivity of the material? So now our goal is to define the thermal conductivity of the material. So bring the formula Q by T is equal to K into A into dt by dx. Our goal is to define this one. So I am sending all term to other side where K is equal to Q by T into Q by T divided by A into dt dt by dx. Is it correct only, na?
Yes, sir.
So then how can you define this one? So K is nothing but K is equal to Q by T only. If Q by T is nothing but what is the value? Thermal current. It is nothing but thermal current. When it will become A must be one unit. That means 1 meter square, 1 meter square value. dt by dt means a temperature gradient. Temperature gradient. What does it mean? Temperature gradient. So the temperature gradient must be 1 unit. Unit temperature gradient must be. So what does it mean? Area must be unit. How can you define? So it is nothing but the thermal conductivity of the material is nothing but it is the thermal current which is passing through a substance or material. When can we define this one? Hello.
When the area is 1 unit.
When the area of the substance, area of the material is the unit, and the temperature gradient of the two sides of the slab is 1 unit. The temperature gradient of the two sides of the slab is 1 unit. Otherwise, we can go to the another one. If I am taking the Q also, I am defining Q also. So I one more definition I will use. Where Q is equal to Q, then what should be? T must be equal to 1 second also. T must be equal to 1 second also. What does it mean by Q? It is the thermal energy. Are you getting or not? Thermal energy. It is the thermal energy is nothing but quantity of the heat only. Q is nothing but thermal energy. Thermal energy is nothing but quantity of the heat only. Quantity of the heat only. Are you getting or not? I am defining to another definition. How can you define? The thermal conductivity of the material is nothing but it is the thermal energy of the material or thermal heat energy of the material. When the heat is flowing through a unit area of cross section of the material, when the two sides of the slabs are kept at unit temperature difference. Otherwise I am going to another simplification. Let me go to the for your easy understand. So what it means? So Q by T is equal to K into K into A into delta d theta by dt. This is the d theta by dx. So dx is nothing but I am writing each and every term in a simpler manner. So Q divided by time, it is the time. K into area is nothing but area. It is nothing but temperature difference divided by length. Our goal is to define these two. Q is equal to K is equal to Q. That is equal to K must be equal to Q. When is the current K must be Q means it is the thermal conductivity of the material. Let me write the definition. The thermal conductivity of the material is nothing but the quantity of heat. The quantity of heat flow per unit time because of I need to take it this one also, na? This one must be unit. So this one must be unit time because of 1 second. Otherwise 1 second. Area must be unit area. So unit temperature difference. So length must be unit length. Everything I need to define in unit like that. So the quantity of heat, then Q must be equal to the Q. So the quantity of heat flow per unit time. So quantity of heat which is flowing through a unit time through a unit area of cross section, through a unit area of cross section of a material when the sides of the material must be unit temperature difference. When the two sides of the material, so when the two sides of the materials in 1 degree temperature difference, 1 1 degree temperature difference, that is the unit temperature difference. Otherwise let me write in unit temperature difference. Let me write in unit temperature, in unit temperature difference, difference. And one more quantity we need to know, unit temperature difference with unit length, with unit length. That is our goal. So to explain this one, so what does it mean? So just you need to follow the each and everything. The quantity of heat flowing per unit time through a unit area of cross section of the material when the two sides of the material in unit temperature difference with unit length. Okay, na? That is the definition for the coefficient of the thermal conductivity. Sorry, it is the definition for the thermal conductivity of the material. That is the thermal conductivity of the material. So what does mean? I did not use the coefficient of the thermal conductivity material. Whether I use it or not, K is equal to coefficient of the thermal conductivity material. Let me choose. Sorry. Thermal conductivity of the material, or simply name it as the coefficient of the thermal conductivity material. So it is K is thermal conductivity of the material, or simply name it as the coefficient of the thermal conductivity, thermal conductivity of the material. Thermal conductivity, both are same only. Both are same. What are the units? How can you define the units? Now we will go to the concentrate on the units of the thermal conductivity of material. So units means basic formula we need to bring. So that is equal to Q by T is equal to K into A into dt divided by dx. That is nothing but length only. So dt means, let me write, okay, no issue that one. So K is equal to, send all terms to this side because of our goal is to find out the units. Q by T into dx divided by K into A. This is the formula. So how can we find the units of the thermal conductivity, coefficient of the thermal conductivity? So Q means joules, divided by time means second. So into dx means dt by something I did not written. Somewhere here is the dt is there. Yes, dt is there. So dt is there. Now it is working. So D means length means meters, K means our goal is no need to take K. K is removed. So A means area of cross section is equal to meter square. Time means Kelvin square. Time means Kelvin. So 1 meter is cancelled. Joule per second per meter Kelvin. So that is equal to joule per meter Kelvin second. This is the units for that one. Joule per meter Kelvin. Are you getting or not? Hello? So that is the units. In CGS system means, otherwise one more formula is there. Joule per second is nothing but it's the power of the material. Power can be represented with the watts. That is equal to watts per, these two quantities are gone. That's why watt per meter Kelvin. Watts per meter Kelvin. This is also another units for that one, because of joule per second is nothing but watts. This is nothing but watts. Watts is the power. Power means how much amount of energy is passing in unit. Time is nothing but power. That's why power in the watts we will represent with the watt. So if the coefficient of the thermal conductivity or thermal conductivity of the material K is higher, means what is the meaning of that one? What is the meaning of that one? So let me take, here is the two conductors are there. So let me go to the best one. I will take good thing. So let me start here. So I am comparing each and every time it is the electric conductor. So if it is the current is flowing through this one, so that means we will call it there are the good conductors. So electric conductors. So that means what is this one? There are the more good electric conducting value sigma they will represent. If the sigma is more, means they will name it as the good conductors. That means what does it mean? More current can flow in unit time. That means I is equal to Q by T. In 1 second they will flow more current, means more charge is flowing through this electric conductor. Is it correct only?
Yes, sir.
So what does it mean? It is a good conductor means a more thermal electric conducting value while sigma is they are having the good value. So higher value. That means more electric current is passing. So I is passing in unit interval time is more. That means more charge is passing through this area of cross section of the material is more as compared to the another one. In a similar manner, what does means if the K is a very higher value means that means the electric those are the good conductor. K is higher means very good thermal conducting material. Thermal conducting materials. Are you getting that, man? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So you are getting now. That means how can you define which one is the best thermal conducting material? Means we need to go to the coefficient of the thermal conducting value or thermal conducting value. We need to find out if the K value is the best one means there is a good thermal conducting material. If the K value is the lesser means they will allow the less thermal energy, less heat energy through this one. That is the poor conductor. They will name it as the poor thermal conductor. Thermal conducting materials. Okay, na? That is the. Let me give one example for the good thermal conducting material. Will you please give any one of the good thermal conducting material?
Silver, copper.
Very good. So silver, copper, those are the all are metals only, na? They are the metals only, na? You are telling that all are metals, na? So if you tell me any one of the poor conducting material, wood. Wood, na? Wood can be. It is a poor conducting. Will you please look on this one? These are same materials also. They are the good conducting material in electricity also. Did you see this one? All metals are good conducting material for electric current also. Electric current. Are you getting there, na? Hello? If you look on this one, wood, it is the bad conductor for the electric current also. Electric current. What does it mean, sir? So if the material is the good for thermal conducting conductor, so that same material can be have the good for the electric conducting material also. That means all good thermal conducting materials are all good electric conducting materials also. Our conclusion, what I am saying, all good thermal conducting materials, are good electric conducting materials also. Is it good? Our statement is correct only, na? So if the one material is performing in the thermal conducting material, the same material will show the good electric conducting material also in the electric part also. Are you getting that, na? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that is the thing. So now we are moving to the another part we are moving. Now let me go to this one. So if the electric current is passing through this material means we will define with one of the electric thermal conducting material is with the sigma. So if we are taking the how the electric thermal conducting material value will be very small value. So we will define with another parameter. It is the electric resistance. We are taking the electric resistance. We are taking the electric resistance. What does means electric resistance? Electric resistance will labeled with the symbol of capital R. They will labeled with the symbol of capital R. So what is the electric resistance value? It is nothing but it is the reciprocal of the thermal electric conducting value. It is just a reciprocal of the electric conducting value. How much? So if the thermal conducting value is a very poor means more electric resistance value will get. Are you getting that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that means this value is poor. This value is less means this value will increase because of in the reciprocal. They are in the if this value is increasing means this value will be decreases. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So that means the poor thermal conducting materials are the huge electric resistance materials. The poor electric conducting materials can be named as the highest electric resistance materials. So in the similar manner, everything is comparing from the electricity. In the similar manner, thermal resistance materials also is there. Thermal resistance also can be defined thermal resistance. Resistance, we are going to define the thermal resistance. Here also we will label with, I am labeling with R also without any confusion. So this, it is nothing but just a reciprocal of the thermal conducting material only. So but in the numerical value, how can you define in a particular value of the thermal electric resistance value means in the previous case, what is the electric resistance formula? If R means if it is having the L length, area of cross section of the A is the area of cross section of the material. So how can you define this one? Hello, how can you define this one? If the conducting value is equal to sigma, how can you define this one? How can you define resistance of the electric resistance? R is equal to L by sigma A. This is the formula for electric resistance formula. Electric resistance. In the similar case, if we come to here, what are the similar terms? In length L is equal to, in this fashion also, in electric resistance, thermal resistance also, R is equal to, R is the thermal resistance, R is equal to length of the material is equal to L only divided by sigma. Instead of sigma, what is having here? Thermal conducting material. Which formula, which label we are using?
K.
K. Very good, ma. So I am going very fastly. Are you feeling I am going very fastly? No, no. So why you are not responding? Why you are not responding? Please tell me. So slowly we are going to the in depth of the subject. Otherwise you won't get. Please, if you have any doubts, means I will go to the once again. See what does it mean, sir? We will come here. So in the starting stage also, I already defined. I already given this one. In this case, what is this one? It is the thermal conductivity, the conductivity of the material. So it is named as the coefficient of the thermal conductivity. Also, we can name this one. So the K, in a similar manner, electricity. What is the term? In the thermal electric conductivity. So what is the electric conductivity formula? Electric conductivity formula is equal to R is equal to, electric resistance R is equal to L by sigma A. In this one, sigma is comparable with K and area of the material is compared with A. Same only. It is the thermal resistance of the material. So will you please give the, what is the, how can you define the thermal resistance of the material? How can you define?
Thermal resistance is
No, let me use this one. What is the basic formula? For basic formula, what I am taking means Q divided by T is equal to K into K into delta T divided by delta X. This is the basic formula we are having. Otherwise, with the same formula, we can write like it also. Q divided by T into K into A into T2 minus T1. This is the change in temperature divided by length of the substance. This can be where we are starting. See, this is the label. This formula we needed. Are you getting that or not?
Yes, sir.
So see, look this one. So this is the inversely is there. I am taking the inversely. Just I am sending this one this side. I am sending this one this side. So what is mean by, so what can we take this one? So now I am going to this one. So Q divided by T into T2 minus T1 T2 minus T1, that is equal to K into A by L we will get. So our goal is to find out the L by A, just to reverse the complete equation. So L divided by K into A is equal to, what is the formula we will get? This is also we need to reverse. T2 minus T1 divided by, into T divided by Q. Are you getting that? Hello? So now this value is nothing but, will you please look on this one? So this value, what does it mean? So Q by T. So Q by T, I will write like this. T2 minus T1 divided by T2 minus T1 divided by Q by T. Can we write like this also? Hello? Because of numerator by numerator, it will come to the denominator position. Again, it will come the same position itself. Hello. So no issue na. Hello. And now this total is nothing but resistance. So it is nothing but temperature difference. It is the temperature difference. Temperature difference of the two sides of the material divided by Q by T is nothing but thermal current. Thermal current. It is nothing but thermal current. How can you define this one? It is nothing but it is the ratio of the temperature difference of the material between the 2 points of the material to thermal current which is passing through the 2 points of the material. Just it is the ratio of, can I take the definition like this? It is the ratio of the temperature difference. Let me take it the difference. Let me take difference between the ends of the conductor to its thermal current. Is it correct only na? Definition correct only na?
Yes, sir.
So that is the definition. So now we are moving to the another topic. So what are the same continuation topic? What are the units for this one? Tell me the units for this one. Units.
Kelvin.
Units means basic fundamental formula you need to go. So the thermal resistance R is equal to which formula is there? So the finally can I write like this? Can I write like this? Delta T divided by Q by T. Q by T. Can I write like this? This is nothing but L by what is the formula? K into A. Ka is there. So they can I write what is the units for this one? It is the Kelvin. What is the units for this one? Joule per second. Joule per second. So it will come like this. Kelvin second divided by joule. Because of denominator by denominator na.
Yes, sir.
So that is like this. Otherwise joule per second is nothing but watts na.
Yes, sir.
So the can I write like this one? Kelvin divided by watts. Otherwise Kelvin watt inverse. Okay na? Hello. So that is the coefficient of the thermal. It is the units for the thermal resistance of the material. So thermal resistance of the material. Now we are moving the somewhat difficult topic. You need to keep it in your mind with more concentration. Otherwise, you won't get any knowledge from this one. You need to apply this each and every formula while you are solving the problem. That's why I am taking special care in this one. Now, if the thermal conductors are connected with a series manner, if they are connected in the different manner, now we are going to there are 2 or more thermal conductors are connected in the series. First case we are taking in series combination of connections of thermal conductors. That is a very important. So that means we are taking the 2 or more thermal conductors in the series combination with a different thermal conducting value. So let me take, I am taking here is the one of the slab which is having the area of cross section A1. So this material is having the thermal conducting value of K1. The length of this value having the L1. Another slab I took, it is connected with another slab here. So which is having the area of cross section is the A2. Like this I am taking. So I am taking A2. The thermal conducting value of the second material is the K2. The length of this slab is the L2. Again I am taking one more slab I am taking, which is having the area of cross section of the A3. So which is having the thermal conducting material is K3. Length is the A2. Like this it is continuously it is going. Up to which one? KN material is connected in the series manner. So it is nothing but it is similar as compared to the electric resistance like this. The resistors are connected in the series manner. Huh? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So the similar manner is there. Here is the electric resistance, thermal resistance is the K. Here is the electric resistance is the R, R1, R2, R3, R4, and so on. R and resistance are connected in the series manner. In the similar manner, it is the thermal conductivity K1 means thermal resistance. Can I take the R1? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can I take the thermal resistance R1? So thermal resistance is the R2, thermal resistance is the R3. Like this can I take, na?
Yes, sir.
So in the series manner, if the resistors are connected in the series manner, the electric current is must be constant throughout the each and every resistor. We know that. What we know? We know that. What we know? Tell me. Electric current must be, I must be constant. I must be constant. I must be constant throughout the all resistor. But in this case, which one is the flowing in this one? No, you are not.
Thermal current.
Thermal current. Thermal current is constant. So, hence what we can say? Hence, the thermal current must be constant. Must be constant throughout the each and every electric resistor. Sorry, thermal resistors are which slabs are connected in the series manner. Throughout thermal must be constant. Each and every slab. Every slab. That means what can we say? So how much current Q1 by T is going here, Q2 by T is going here, Q3 by T is going here must be constant. Is it correct only, na?
Yes, sir.
So that means let me take that electric resistance is the for your easy understand. Let me take H. H is equal to Q by T. For your where it is nothing but thermal current. I am taking H. That means H1 is equal to H2 is equal to H3 and so on. Hn must be equal for a particular value. All values must be equal. Is it correct only, na? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So, but we have the Q by T formula for each and every material. We know that one more formula is there. We know that Q by T is one formula is there. K into A into T2 minus T1 divided by T2 minus T1 divided by L. L is there. Now, for your previous case, let me check this one. What is the temperature? I did not define here. Let me take this is the temperature, the T1, here is the T2, here is the T3, here is the T4. Again, last end part is the Tn. Tn temperature is there. So, now can we apply this one from each and every material? So, can we apply this each and every material? What is the thermal current will flow here? So that means K1 A1 T2 minus T1 divided by from highest potential to lowest potential. I did not mention here negative, na? I need to mention from highest potential to lowest potential. Shall me write here T1 minus T2. So because of it is the positive term. If it is a negative term means we can write the T2 minus T1. So I am taking the positive term. So T1 minus T2 divided by L1. In the similar manner, K2 divided by K2 into A2, T2 minus the next coming temperature, T3 divided by L2. After that, K3 into A3, next coming temperature, T3 minus T4 divided by L3 plus and so on. Tell me last value. Tell me last value.
K into Tn
K into A. K into T. Tn minus 1 into Tn divided by Ln. This is the heat current. No, wrong. Check first one. What is the first one is saying? First one material is showing that T1 temperature into T1. So let me check here for your easy understand. So this is the first. Wait. It is the first one means here is the temperature T1. Left side temperature T1. Right side temperature is the T2. If you go to the last temperature means last side temperature is the Tn. What about this temperature? Tn minus 1, na? So some yes please. AN, okay, let me check here. Yes, AN, sorry, AN, that is the correct. Now, okay, now this formula we need to use to find out how much thermal current is flowing through each and individual material. So they will give any one of the temperature and one of the length. They may ask the question, what about this value? What about this value? Like that they will ask. So you need to ready to face that problem. You need to apply this one. Then what is the equivalent thermal resistance of these total material? So the materials are like this. Here is the one material is there like this, another material is there like this, another material is there like this, and so on. N materials are connected in the series manner. So this material area of cross section A1, T1, this side is the T1, this side is the T2, this side is the T3, T4, and so on. Here is the Tn. So first material resistance is the R1, R2, R3, and so on. Rn is the last material resistance. In the current, what is the equivalent resistance while they are connected in the series?
Some
Sum of the R resistance, that is called R equivalent in the current, means R1 plus R2 plus and so on Rn. So we can take it as the sigma of I is 1 to n Ri. We can write like this now. So in the similar manner, what about the equivalent of the thermal resistance of the material? It is nothing but R of equivalent of the all material is equal to R1 plus R2 plus and so on plus Rn. So that is equal to sigma of Ri, where I is equal to 1 to n. Is it correct only, na? So that is the correct. Now what about the equivalent of the thermal conductivity of the material? What about the thermal conductivity of the material? So if you want to find out total thermal conductivity of the material, conductivity of the total conductivity of the material. Material means we are taking here complete slab, not a single slab. Total slab thermal conductivity we are questioning. That means we need to sum each and individual. So that means the reciprocal of the thermal conductivity will give the reciprocal of the thermal resistance will give the thermal conductivity of the gift. Then 1 by R of equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus and so on 1 by Rn. That is nothing but it is the summation of the each and individual values. Are you getting or not? Hello?
Yes.
I am asking what is the equal thermal conductivity of the material. That is I am asking. Let me, what is the equal conducting materials means? Let us assume here I am taking the area of cross section of the material is for simplicity I am taking area is the same. A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A3 is equal to A only, A itself. That is I am taking. But L1s are different. L are everything is different here. So I am taking for final top value. Let me take this one. I am taking this one. R of equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus and so on. Rn is there. So how can we get R equivalent? R equivalent is nothing but so R equivalent is nothing but I already told you R equivalent is nothing but so R. But the summation of I taken Ri I taken, but here itself I is there, but total length divided by, so how can we write R formula? R fundamental formula I am taking. R is nothing but R is equal to K into L divided by A. This is the formula we are having. So something I written wrong. Yes. L by K into A. So R equivalent means L equivalent divided by A equivalent into K equivalent. So that means R equivalent is equal to L equivalent value divided by K equivalent value into A equivalent value. Are you getting or not? So area is same throughout the cross section area is same. No need to summation this one because of they are in the just multiplication. But L equivalent means length will be some. We need to take this is the length. This is the length. We need to add together to get the L equivalent. So is the L1 total length means L itself. So I told you area is constant. Here area is constant. No need to take the area equivalent. It can be taken as the A itself. Can we write this formula? R equivalent is equal to, I am going to this side. let me write, otherwise I will do bottom itself. So now I am moving something. It is struck. Yes. Now tell me, R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus and so on Rn. So I will take R equivalent is equal to, so L equivalent means L1 plus L2 plus and so on Ln divided by, so what is the other formula? K equivalent, we will get the K equivalent into area itself. But what is this R1? Each and R1 is equal to L1 by K1 into A1. So the other one, A, I told you A is the constant. L2 by K2 into A plus L3 by K3 into A plus and so on Ln by Kn into A. But A is constant, because of we can take it as common, we will remove that one. So what is the K equivalent to our goal? So I am sending this side, that one. So that one, can I write like this? K equivalent is equal to, the total term is coming to bottom. So the L1 plus L2 plus and so on Ln divided by L1 by K1 plus L2 by K2 plus and so on Ln by Kn. This is the formula we are taking. Otherwise we can take the same formula, the summation of the total lengths. So I can take the K equivalent is equal to the summation of total length where L is equal to 1 to N divided by the summation of Li divided by Ki where I is equal to 1 to N. This is the formula only, na? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is the formula. Now let me do for the only two lengths because they are connected in the same series manner. I am taking, because of they won't ask more than two, they will ask only two materials only. Let me do only two lengths are there like this. One is the another one. The area of cross section is the A itself. This is the L1, this is the L2, this is having K1, this is the K2. How can you use this formula? Just I mean K equivalent is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to 2 because of only 2 is there. What is the value? Li divided by sigma of I is equal to 1 to 2, that is equal to Li divided by Ki. Just to substitute this value, L is equal to 1. So L1 plus L is equal to 2, L2 divided by, here is the sigma L1 by K1 plus here is the L2 by K2. Are you getting or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So now I am taking this one. How can you do this one? If one more step I am doing, if on L1 by L2 I am taking, if I am taking the special case, if L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L itself, if L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L itself, can I write L1 is equal to L2 is equal to 2L, that one? Then this value is equal to 2L divided by, L is taken the common, L is the common, 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. So L is cancelled. So what is the formula for this one? So that is equal to K2 plus 1 divided by K1 plus K2 divided by K1 K2. Can I write like this? Denominator by denominator is equal to K1 K2 divided by K1 plus K2.
Sir, 2 by...
Yes, sir, 2 is there. Yes, 2 is there. So if you are taking now what is our conclusion? If the same area of cross section, same length, two materials are taking, I will get the 2 here. If I am taking the N type of materials, N materials, they are connected with the same length. What is the value we will get here? Yes, that is equal to K equivalent for N same area, same length, then K equivalent is equal to N K1 K2 divided by K1 K2 and so on. Which one value? K values will get here. Down what will get? What will get here? K1 plus K2 plus and so on Kn. Is it correct only now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So now we are going to another one. So let me do this above value. Once again I am showing what is the KQ I told you. KQ is nothing but KQ is equal to what I told you. So L1 plus L2 plus and so on Ln. Just I am before I am using the small equation. Just I am taking the expand form. So that is equal to L1 by K1 plus L2 by K2 plus and so on plus Ln by Kn. This is the formula is there. So if the same formula I am applying here itself, I am same formula I am applying. If I am using L1 is equal to L2 is equal and so on L, everything Ln also I am taking L. So if I add this total, if I am adding this total, what will get? L itself, no? So L itself I will get. So that is equal to L materials I will get, NL we will get, not N times of L's. That is equal to N times of L divided by these the total L's I am taking the common. L is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 plus and so on 1 by Kn. So L will cancel, the resultant equivalent K equivalent. So it is the thermal conductivity of the material. K equivalent is equal to N divided by 1 plus K1 plus 1 plus K2 plus and so on 1 plus Kn. Both formulas are same. The above formulas and this one is the both are same. There is no any change. Yes, please. Which one, please?
N into L by N into L వస్తుంది కదా సార్.
So L cancelled. Everything is cancelled. Let's see here. These N, L, these L and these L and cancelled. This is the bottom L is there. Na? I took the common term. That's why top one L and bottom L both are cancelled.
No sir, N sir, N.
N please.
N into L కూడా ఉంటుంది కదా సార్.
You are saying that in bottom also.
Yes sir.
No. It is the common term, na? A plus A plus A plus A. A should be taken as the common. It won't come the NA.
Yes sir.
Why we are taking? Just it is the confusion of the taking the common. No doubt of it. So in the if the same formula I am using two materials. I am taking the two materials. Just the formula I am applying. So which are having the K1 and K2, first one and second one, there are the lengths are the same also, L and the L are the both are same. Just apply this one, KQ is equal to 2 materials are there, 2 divided by 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. The same formula you will get 2 into K1 K2 divided by K1 plus K2, K equivalent. What we did in top one also both are same. Will you please look here? This is already we did. Huh? So same, this is the just I represented here one more method of representation of the formula. Now we are going to the another one. So if I am what I am telling here, if the two materials are connected in the same same temperature, if the two materials are connected to each other in series manner, at a certain time they may get the for a particular temperature. Let's assume I am taking the this is the two slabs. They are connected with the series manner. Let's assume the temperature is the T1, here is the T2. The junction they are getting the what equivalent temperature. It is the temperature T they got. How can we determine this equivalent temperature means? We will use the same formula itself. What is the same formula? What are the condition is there? If the materials are connected in the series manner, there must be thermal current must be flow in the constant value. What are the condition we are using? In this case, there must be same thermal current to every material. So that means here is the Q by T is the constant, here is the Q by T must be constant. Are you getting or not?
Yes sir.
Hello, don't confuse. I am applying just to formula while they are connecting in the series manner. If we go to the electric current means if the resistors are connected in the series manner, all resistor must be flow the same current to them. So like this it is that they are connected in the series are different. It is the R1, R2 and so on Rn. We are connecting like this C character. So the current must be I here means here also I only, here also I only. How many resistors there? Every place the current must be same. In the same manner, which one is the thermal current is the similar here. Here is the Q by T, here is the Q by T. I use the thermal current capital Q, electric charge is the small q. Hello?
Yes.
No doubt. But what about the Q by T basic formula? Tell me basic formula. Q by T is equal to
K.
K into A into T1 minus T2 divided by L1. I am taking the K1, L1. So now what you should, can you apply the same formula in these two cases? Let me apply here. It is the T1 is the temperature T. What I told you, they are attained at a particular constant temperature. Thus two sides of the slab having the same temperature. How to get this temperature? Our goal is this one. How to get this one? So let me do this one. We need to balance these two equations. What is this side equation? Tell me, write this side equation. Tell me this side Q by T value. K1, let's assume this is the area of cross section is the A1. Let's assume area of cross section is the A1. Here is the A2, here is the A2. So for your simplicity, I am taking A1, A2, A3, all are same. A. If you are giving the different value, you won't solve. It is impossible to solve. It is a complicated term will come. It is a time will not permit to solve this one. It is a bigger problem will come. That's why for simplicity in each and every problem, they will give A is the constant value. A must be constant. Then I am using the length of this one L1, the length of this one is the L2. Can I apply this one T1 minus T2, T. So here is the Q by T. The first case is equal to K into tell me, A into T1 minus T divided by what is the length? L1. What about this case? This side thermal current. So K2 into A into T minus T1, T2. You need to tell that one. T minus T2 divided by L2. So what about condition? These two must be equal because of the electric current must be same throughout the same all resistors when they are connected in the series manner. In the similar manner, thermal current must be same, which is passing through the conductors which are connected in the series manner. That's why I am taking the Q1 and Q2 are both are same. Just that is, let's assume it is the Q1 by T1. Let's assume another side is the Q2 by T. Then these two must be equal. I am comparing that one. K1 A1 T1 minus T divided by L1. So this I written is the formula. This is the only formula I written. I am comparing the above diagram. So K2 A2 T. Sorry. Tell me next two. What is there? A2 into T minus T2 divided by L2. So what is our goal? Our goal is to find out what is the temperature attain this one. Our goal is find out this value. Just I am concentrating to find out this temperature. So just multiply this one K1 A1 L1 into T1. This is the first term. After multiplying this one K1 A1 T divided by L1. In the similar manner here also K2 A2 divided by L2 into T minus K2 A2 T2 divided by L2. So I am saying, so how can you get, so I am concentrating on the T now. So if this negative term I am sending this side, it will become positive. This negative term I am sending this side, it will become positive. Let me do that one. So that is equal to, first of all 10 terms I am writing this side. I am starting with the A1 terms because of first material I am starting. K1 A1 L1 into T plus K2 A2 T divided by L2. That value is equal to these two terms again. First of all I am writing for starting K1 A1 value. K1 A1 T1 divided by L1 plus K2 A2 sorry. Yes, K2 A2 or T2 divided by L2. But our goal is to find out the T value. So here I am taking the T term is the common term. So I am taking T is the common term here. So these T will go. I am sending the total term this side. It is the multiplication. It will go to the denominator. Division will come. So T is equal to K1 A1. I written okay K1 A1 no issue na K1 A1 T1 divided by L1 plus K2 A2 T2 divided by L2 divided by K1 A1 L1 here I did not written L1 plus K2 A2 divided by L2. This is only na hello. Yes that's why I forgot to apply this one. Now I am going to apply that one. Yes. If A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A, let it be. If A1 is equal to A2, then all A's will be cancelled out. Then T is equal to K1 by L1 plus K2 by L2 divided by 1 K. What is this? K1 A1 L1. Okay, K1 T1. Sorry, K1 T1 L1, K2 T2 L2. Otherwise, in bottom denominator K2 by L1, K1 by L1 divided by plus K2 by L2, K2 by L2. This is the formula here. If their length also same means how can we get length also same? Let case 2 length L1 is equal to L2 is equal to same. What we get? Then T is equal to K1 A1 plus K1 T1 plus K2 T2 divided by L is taken is the common term. So here L here will come, both will cancel. That is equal to K1 plus K2. This is the formula. So if we know this fundamental formula, you can apply what their condition they are using. We can apply each and every. If K also same, if the K also same, what we get? If K also same.
T2 by
K also same. If K1 is equal to K2 is equal to same K, what we get? We can get this one. Now apply this one.
T1 plus T2
T1 plus T2.
by 2.
You are missing some of the yes. Then K also same means then yes here. It is going so K also means just to substitute this K plus K is equal to 2K will come, one of K will common term, the K will cancel, that is equal to T1 plus T2 divided by 2. This is the condition. So we can use this one if we need to use this one in the problem solving method. Just very important. Now you already guess what is the next topic what we are going to discuss. What is the topic? What is the topic? Can we do? So if the resistors are connected in the series means after that what can we discuss? Parallel. So that is so if the thermal conductors they are connected in the parallel combination. So now we are going to the second case we are discussing. If the thermal conductors are connected in parallel manner, so that's why we are dealing this one. So the parallel combination manner means let me take it will become more complicated, so that's why I will use a very smaller one. So let's assume here is the one side is there, this is the one side. To flow the heat means here must be higher temperature. It is the higher temperature area. So let me take T1 is the higher temperature. Here is the lowest temperature is there, so it is the lowest temperature, it is the lower temperature area. Here is the T2. So now I am conducting the thermal conducting material from this side to this side. Here I am conducting the thermal conducting material. Each and every thermal conducting material I am conducting different. So to overcome this one, I am using I am using generalized condition. After that I will get the special conditions also. Each and every thermal conducting material having the L1 and the L2, this one L3, this one L4 like this. It is having like this distance. So the area of cross section is the A1, A2 and also AN, A3 and so on. This is the AN material. AN area of cross section, because of it is the nth conducting materials is connected. So you already very familiar. If the resistors are connected in the parallel manner, which parameter is the constant? If the resistors are connected in the parallel manner, so here is the one resistor, another resistor is the connected like this direction. Sorry, let me draw. Voltage difference in between two sides. Voltage difference must be constant in each and every resistor. So this is the one resistor, this is the another resistor. They are connected in the same positions. There must be V1. Here is the V2 means V1. For the V1 voltage across these two resistors are same. Here also voltage must be same in this one also. Then how can we get this? How can we get the current which is flowing through this conductor means how can we get with this value? Here is the current I is flowing in this one. It is divided as the I1. It is divided as the I2. So it is already finally it is coming I itself. So how can we get total current of this which is passing through this resistor? How can we get I is equal to I1 plus I2 itself? Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So in the similar manner, which one of the parameter is changing here? Which parameter is changing in this one?
Current, sir.
Thermal current. Thermal current is changing. For your simplicity, I already taken the thermal current I is equal to Q by T is nothing but I taken the H. H means heat. H means heat means here is the current means I, here means H means H. H means heat is the thermal current. It is the thermal current. Thermal current is flowing. So thermal current, the first conductor thermal current is H1. Second current thermal current is H2. The total thermal current means H total is equal to H1 plus H2 plus and so on Hn. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, are you getting that? So if the resistors are connected in the parallel manner means, if the resistors are connected in the parallel means, what is the equivalent resistors when they are in the connected,
Plus 1 by R.
1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 and so on, 1 by Rn. You get, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wait. This is not responding, suddenly it is responding, it is moving. Yes, this one. Here is the, in the parallel connection, equivalent resistance, how can you find 1 by R of the equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus and so on, how many is there divided by 1 by Rn. This is the formula is there. So in the similar manner, what is the equivalent thermal resistance in this one?
1 by H by
1 by H. No, don't use. This is the current is over. Current term is over. Total current. This is the total thermal current. Total thermal current is over. This term is over. Then the equivalent thermal resistance. Thermal resistance, we are dealing this one. That means R of equivalent I am finding. So how can you find this one? We need to use the formula 1 by R of the equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus and so on. How many conductors are there? Those many resistance, we need to add this one. It is the nth resistance. But what is the common term? What is the same equivalent term is there in each and every resistor? Which one is the common term? In this previous series, what is the in this resistance? Which one is the common? So if the resistance is connected in the parallel means potential V2 is the potential difference is the same. Potential difference V2 minus V1 must be the same in this one. But in the potential difference, which one is the common term in this one? Which one is the common term? Here we get here the potential difference means here is the temperature gradient. Here the temperature gradient will come. So T1 minus T2 we need to use because of highest temperature to lowest temperature only electricity flowing. T1 minus T2 divided by L1 is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by L2 is equal to and so on we need to take. But for your simplicity we are taking L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L3 is equal to and so on Ln. What is the value we get? Let us take the L itself, that is equal to T1 by T2 is equal to L must be constant. It is nothing but temperature gradient. We already introduced that one. Delta T divided by delta X. It is nothing but change in temperature divided by length of the material. So this is equal to temperature gradient must be constant. How can you find the equivalent conductivity of the material? How can you find the equivalent conductivity of the material? If the materials are connected in the parallel series, equivalent thermal conductivity of the material. How can you find equivalent thermal conductivity of the material? Thermal conductivity means what is the value? See, what is the value? It is the reciprocal of the resistance. A reciprocal of the resistance. Is there any formula in the above like that? Check that one.
1 by
Yes, that is correct only. Tell me.
1 by sigma equals to R.
No. Don't take like that. So this value I would say, you are saying this one 1 by R equivalent, K equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus something. Okay. Here is the R, na? Okay. R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus and so on I written. So the same formula I am taking, I need to find out the value. How can I find out? Please look on this one. I am taking 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus and so on 1 by Rn. It is the formula. Are you getting now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is the formula only, na? But 1 by R equivalent is equal to what is the formula? R equivalent. So what is the formula it is saying? One more, this formula may not be solvable. I am using another one. Which formula I am using means, let me take this one. If the two resistors are connected in the parallel, means like this, they are connected like this. So otherwise I am taking one more resistor like this. They are connected like this. One more resistor here also. They are connected like this. If what I am telling that means, if I current is passing through this one, it is divided into this one is the passing I1, this one is the passing I2, this one is the passing I3, this one is the passing I4. Finally total current will come I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4. Board is not working properly, so the total current I will come. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So in the same formula I am using in the previous case, the current must be I is equal to, I need to write very slowly otherwise it won't work. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus and so on In. It is in the electric current. These formula should use in the electric current. Electric current formula we need to use. In the similar manner, thermal current formula, Q by T is equal to it is the total current. It is the total thermal energy. Total thermal energy Q total is equal to Q by T is equal to, so Q1 by T1 plus Q2 by T2 T plus Q3 plus and so on Qn by T. So it is the time. We don't take the T1 by T2 T1 T2 T2. We should not take. It is the T is equal to time. We are taking 1 second like this. 1 second. Let's assume take like that. So what is the Q total value? Q total. Will you please look on the Q total? What is the formula? Q formula? Let me write the Q by T formula at least. What is the Q by T formula? Starting onwards we are taking. Q by T is nothing but K into A into temperature difference T1 minus T2 divided by T1 T2 divided by length of the material. Here is the N type materials are there. So I am considering this one. Length of the materials all are same. L1, L2, L3 all are same. But I am considering here L itself. But I am considering here A1, A2 is not equal to A1 is not equal to A2, A3 is not equal to A4. Like that they are in the different area of cross section. Board is not working properly. Let me do very slowly. Response is got very slowly, so it may be very huge time I taken. So because of too much data is there. So I am taking. So area is different. Each and every conducting material. Let me do this one. Very 10 minutes, within 10 minutes I will close this one. Please wait. Yes, it got. So then A1 is equal to, A1 is not equal to, A2 is not equal to, A3 is not equal to, and so on, AN is there. So how can I apply this one? So the same formula I am applying. Once again I am writing the formula. Q of total divided by length of the total length is equal to length of the individual length of the material is equal to, that is equal to what I am saying, Q1 by T plus Q2 by T plus and so on Qn by T I need to use. So Q total is equal to what is the formula? That means I need to use K of equivalent formula. Something is not working. See. Better to take a somewhat big pen, otherwise it is not visible. Response gone. Okay, let me write here. So therefore, Q of equivalent formula is equal to, I will write like this, Q formula I am writing here, Q is equal to, Q by T is equal to K into A into T minus, T1 minus T2 divided by L I am taking. But in this condition I am taking L is a constant for each and everything. So L is a constant means then, so Q of equivalent is equal to K of equivalent into area of total divided by L, length of the each one, all I am taking length of the same itself, into T1 minus T2. This is the left side who is over. What about right side? Right side we need to write each and individual. For first one is equal to K1, K1 into A1. So what about temperature of the first conductor?
Constant.
A constant T1 minus T2 divided by L itself, plus and so on. Here also I am getting K2 into A2, T1 minus T2 divided by L, plus so and so on. Which one will get last term? Last term what will get? Kn An T1 minus T2 divided by L itself. Which one is the common term? These terms are constant, so I will cancel this one. So what can I write? Something here, this side I need to cancel. Board is not responding. Yes. Why it is? It will move very fastly, otherwise it won't move. So that is the L will cancel. That is equal to K of equivalent is equal to A of total area of total is equal to K1 A1 plus K2 A2 plus Kn K and so on I am taking and so on, Kn An is there. So that is, K of equivalent is nothing but K of equivalent value is equal to K of equivalent value is equal to nothing, very nonsense it is doing. I will write very fastly. Some area it is working, some area it is not working. Wait, only 2 minutes we will complete this one. Within 2 minutes we will going to complete. It will respond very slowly. I have better to write. Okay, it is gone. Next, so K of equivalent is equal to area of total. Area of total means individual areas. There are four or five conducting materials is there. First area is equal to A1, like this it is area going. Second area is equal to going A2. Third area is going like this, A3 like this. Total area means how can we get? Area of total means A1 plus A2 plus A3. That is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 and so on, An plus An. This is the value is equal to same formula this one, K1 A1 plus K2 A2 plus and so on, Kn An is the formula. Now our aim is to find out the K equivalent value. So the total K equivalent value is equal to K1 A1 plus K2 A2 plus and so on, Kn An divided by A1 plus A2 plus A and so on, An value. This is the fundamental formula which we need to apply this one to find out the equivalent thermal conductivity of the materials when they are connected in the parallel manner. So I am using one. Yes, please. So I am using here one of the small condition. If A1 is equal to A2 is equal to and so on An. This case only they will ask in your examination. all are AN. So that is equal, let me take A. So this A, all are equal. But A1, A2, A3, AN are equal, but we need to add them in n times.
K1 plus.
We need to add in n times. NA will come here. Are you getting that or not?
Yes, sir.
So that is equal to K equivalent is equal to, so that is equal to K1 plus K2 plus K and so on plus Kn divided by, so n will come. N will come. That is the formula for this one. So that is the K1 when they are having the same, that is the K equivalent. This is the equivalent conductivity of the material when they are in the same area of cross section with the same length only. So one more time I will use this one. If they will giving only two conductors, two thermal conductors, they may ask what is the equivalent resistance. We did that one, whether we did or not. Whether we did or not, let me do that one. They will use only two resistors only, two conductors only. Here is there. K equivalent. No. R equivalent I need to find out. R equivalent. Here is there. Yes, I need to use this one. If they are giving the only two conductors. Two conductors are thermal conductors. They are asking what is the equivalent thermal resistance value when they are connected in the parallel manner. So that means 1 by R of equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So our goal is to find out the R equivalent. Now that is equal to R2 plus R1 divided by R1 R2. But this value is the 1 by R equivalent. But our goal is to find out the R equivalent. Now that is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So now you may get the question, if R1 plus R2 are same, what is the value? R1 and R2 are same. If no,
R by 2, sir.
R by 2 is the correct answer. So now I am applying this one. If R1 case I am using, special case I am using. If I am using special case, if R1 is equal to R2, let's assume I am taking as R. Then R equivalent when they are connected in the parallel manner is equal to, so R into R divided by R plus R is equal to R will taken as a common 2R, so 1R will cancel, R of equivalent is equal to R by 2. Both is not working. I need to erase each and all data which is having in the whiteboard. Then only it will work properly. So this is the total condition what we need to use in the problem solving. This is a very important one for your MSET as well as the NEET also. This is you feel that it is more important for your normal mid examination, for your descriptive level final examination, but it is a very important for all competitive exams. All type of competitive exam. We need to think more analysis. Then only we can solve this one. I already used by taking the similar pattern in the electricity, and I am taking the similar pattern in the thermal conductivity and thermal current flowing. That's why you can easily understand. So this is I can close here. So let me close the session. If you have any